Hello and welcome to the second episode of the Sports Wire. I'm Andrew Youngworth,
I'm Tyler Panero.
and let's get right into it. In honor of the Orlando Magic releasing their new uniforms, new logo, we got a jersey-themed episode. I got on my Kobe Bryant Lower Merion High School jersey.
I got my 1999 Vince Carter throwback Raptors jersey on.
Two elite throwbacks right here. Tyler, what are your thoughts on the Magic?
I like it. Release? I like that they brought back the pinstripes. You know, we've seen a lot of rebranding recently, like with the Clippers, where it's just a downgrade.
Yeah, no.
So I think this was a serious upgrade from their old look, and I think jerseys are fire. You'll see people wearing them for a smaller market team like the Orlando Magic. I think it's a good move.
I agree. I like the jersey, and I like the logos. We'll have the jersey and the logos up right here in case you haven't seen it yet. We're filming this on June 3rd. It's going to be uploaded likely June 4th. So
yes.
It drops this morning, the day that we're filming this.
For you watching, it's yesterday morning, but for us, it's this morning.
Without further ado, let's get into our first segment. As always, Sum It Up.
All right, welcome to Sum It Up. First thing we're going to talk about today is the Pacers beating the New York Knicks in 6 games, winning at home in Indiana. Andrew, what were your thoughts on this series?
We're Boston fans. I couldn't be happier with the Knicks being eliminated. I was actually really nervous. If the Pacers had lost Game 6, Game 7 at MSG, that could have been tough.
That would not have been a good sight for Indiana. I would not have had a lot of confidence going into that game. But I think Halliburton, did his thing in that final game. I understand why Pascal Siakam won MVP though, because, he had better overall games. Halliburton had better games individually, but Siakam was more balanced.
Siakam was definitely more consistent.
If you look at the average, Halliburton had a 30-point triple-double, no turnovers. Siakam was averaging 26 points in that series.
Yeah, I think it could have gone to either of them. I don't even know if Hallie was that upset. I mean, he was confident he was going to win it. You saw the video,
I did see the video when he thought that he was about to get his name called, and then he just didn't.
I mean, but I understand the Siakam pick. I'm happy with the Siakam pick. I've always been a Siakam fan.
Siakam's building his resume really well. He's one of the best Robins ever.
And I think someone else we need to talk about from this series was Thomas Bryant.
Yes.
Game 6,
oh my God.
Thomas Bryant, man.
Where were you for the Thomas Bryant game?
I was in my basement watching it.
I was
unbelievable.
I was in my bedroom watching the game, yeah.
What do you have, 3 threes, 4 threes?
Something
just
like that.
Came out of nowhere, just right off the bench, just huge for the team there.
That was beautiful.
And then Landry Shamet for the Knicks.
I mean,
in Game 6, he went 4 for 7 from 3.
Once you see Landry Shamet in the game, you know it's over.
Landry Shamet, I saw a stat that Landry Shamet scored the last ever bucket on NBA on TNT, and that's something we got to talk about.
Oh, wow, yeah.
NBA on TNT comes to a close, unfortunately. After a long, I believe, 30 years.
I think they said it was 36 years.
Unbelievable.
Very, very sad, very depressing. They're going to Amazon and Peacock next year, I believe, for streaming.
I believe so. I heard something about ESPN being involved.
Yeah. We're getting Dirk as an analyst now. Blake Griffin as an analyst now.
Are we getting Blake Griffin as an analyst?
I believe we are getting Blake Griffin as an analyst. That's something that I need to see.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I've been hearing things about Michael Jordan is going to be joining the scene, so that could be really interesting.
I would like him.
I would love to see Michael Jeffrey Jordan on any sports desk, finally coming out of the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. And then moving on, sticking with the NBA, the Thunder defeated the Timberwolves quite a while ago at this point, actually. It's almost been a week since the Thunder series has come to a close. They won Game 5, 124-94. I don't think this shocked many people.
I don't think it did either. I think if Minnesota wanted the series to be interesting, they would have won Game 4, and they just didn't. So I think if you lose a game where you lead in all the stats, I think it's not going to look good for you down the stretch when you're on the road, when you're already down 3 games, and you're playing the number 1 seed in the entire league. It's just not going to look good for you.
Yeah, and Shea obviously wins Finals MVP, wins the regular season MVP.
He's stacking them up right now.
Shea could potentially win Finals MVP and get the triple. He could have one of the better seasons in recent NBA history.
That's like a Fugazi triple, if you ask me. The real triple is what Olajuwon and Shaq and Jordan all did.
The All-Star MVP.
All-Star MVP, Finals MVP, regular season MVP.
Who was All-Star MVP this year?
All-Star MVP this year was Steph Curry out of Pityville.
That's right.
Should have been Jason Tatum if you were looking at the stats.
Yeah, because it was in Oracle. Yeah.
Steph even said it was like a lifetime achievement trophy or something like that.
Yeah. Anthony Edwards. I don't know if you saw before the series started, before the Timberwolves Thunder series started. Anthony Edwards was trash talking Chet Holmgren. he was like saying something because Chet Holmgren is from Minnesota.
Yep.
He was saying something about like making fun of him from being from Minnesota, like this is like my home now or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chet talked about it after Game 5. I feel like sometimes if he wins these Western Conference Finals, he would have a lot of swagger to him, but he loses every year.
Yeah, I know. It's not looking good. Back-to-back years getting knocked out in the West, that's never a good look.
Yeah, but I mean, he makes it decently far. Next year, maybe Ant makes it.
I think now with new ownership and having, like, obviously A-Rod is the former athlete now owning the team, I think the roster is going to look different next year. I don't know who's going to be gone, but I think the guys you need to keep are Ant, obviously, Naz Reid, maybe Randall, I don't know. I'm still confused about that, and Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Thunder, I did hear Naz Reid might not come back. I read that the other day, that Naz Reid, he is going to be a free agent this year. I heard he might not re-sign. So
if they lose Naz Reid, that would suck.
This year we are going to have a free agency live reaction right here in the studio.
That will happen.
So we will be here.
I'll make sure I'm not working my other job for that. We just got to find out the day that free agency starts. But yes, we'll try and be live for free agency.
Naz Reid will be getting covered that day.
Naz Reid will be getting covered. I'm hoping we get some trades like around then too.
Yeah, hopefully.
Shams is going to be going crazy that day, that's for sure.
So without further ado, I say we get into the other league that's about to enter their finals.
All right, so our next part to sum it up is going to be the Edmonton Oilers taking down the Dallas Stars, and I believe it was 5 games?
5 games.
Yes. Oilers take down the Stars in 5. I know that the Stars, Andrew, were a lot of people's pick to win the entire cup. And not even getting the series to 6 games, that's not a good look.
The Stars were my pick to win the Stanley Cup. Rantanen, in my opinion, was the best player in the playoffs for the first 2 rounds.
Yep.
Played absolutely terrible in the Western Conference Finals, though. Stars won Game 1 at home, 6-3.
Yep.
Edmonton won 4 straight. McDavid leads the entire playoffs with 26 points. He's on pace to win the Conn Smythe right now. Draisaitl's locked in. The Oilers look so scary.
I still can't believe that McDavid somehow wasn't an All-Star this season. That just blows my mind. Like, how do you not, like, keep the best player in the entire league off the All-Star? Like, that'd be like LeBron not being an All-Star right now.
I mean, well, right now the Oilers are dialed in.
We need Draisaitl to play good because last year in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup, he, like, disappeared off the face of the earth.
Don't worry. We will get there. When we go to a later segment that we've never done yet, we will talk about Draisaitl's performance last year. But Draisaitl this year has been performing very well. Connor McDavid has been performing very well.
Yep.
But yeah, huge disappointment there from the Stars.
Yeah,
now
very unfortunate.
Segueing into the Eastern Conference Finals, we have a Stanley Cup rematch. Panthers also winning in 5 games.
Yep.
Both conference finals weren't very close. I actually thought the Panthers were going to sweep.
Really?
I thought the Panthers were going to sweep.
They are very good.
Panthers pack up the Canes in 5 games. It's kind of hard to say. When the Hurricanes won Game 4, I thought maybe they would get a spark. Maybe Game 5 at home, maybe get something going, but
not so much.
Sam Bennett, man, 4 goals in 5 games in the conference finals. I hate him.
That's insane.
I hate Sam Bennett, but man, he's been playing unbelievable.
One of the guys in Florida that's starting to piss me off. I liked him last year because he was friends with Jason Tatum, but when he said
Matt Tkachuk.
When Tkachuk said that Marchand looks better in Florida Panthers red instead of Bruins blue, I wanted to rip his teeth out.
Well, you knew he would say that anyway. I mean,
so right now the Stanley Cup is like a win-win for me. Like, if Panthers win, Marchand gets another ring, woohoo. And if the Oilers win, my guy gets a ring.
Yeah, if the Oilers win, the hockey world wins. If the Panthers win, then the Boston area wins. And then obviously the Miami area wins.
Yep. There you go.
Alexander Barkov also, absolute clinic in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Guy's a demon.
9 points in the last 6 games. So including the Panthers' last game in the previous series, Barkov's had 9 points.
Guy's an absolute demon.
So I mean, again, we will talk about the Stanley Cup later in the show.
We've got a new segment coming today.
We're not going to get into that yet, but man, Panthers Oilers rematch, man. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited.
This is when sports are elite, when you got the same teams playing each other every single year in the finals.
Oh my goodness. Well, the NBA finals, we got 2 new teams. 2
completely new teams.
Stanley Cup finals, we got a rematch.
It's showing right now that the NBA is like anybody can make it, and the NHL it's like a lot more narrow, like a lot less room for error.
Well, we got a lot of coverage coming for you guys. The second this starts, the Stanley Cup Finals starts later today, the day you guys are seeing this get uploaded.
I'm excited to watch Game 1, Andrew. I don't know about you.
Oh, my goodness. Game 1 tonight and then Game 1 of the NBA Finals tomorrow. Yep. We got a lot of good stuff coming.
A lot of good sports coming. I'm excited.
So that's going to do it for today's Sum It Up. And let's get right into Stock Up, Stock Down.
All right, welcome to Stock Up, Stock Down this week. We've switched it up a little bit. We have new players. So I'm going to give my first stock up. Andrew, I have some serious stock up in Jack Caglione of the Kansas City Royals.
I mean, I don't think you could go. I think that's probably the perfect stock up pick. Yeah. He got called up, what was it, yesterday?
Yesterday, I believe.
June 2nd?
Yes.
June 2nd was the day he got called up. I saw the call. It looked awesome.
Yeah. So right now I have some stats. Caglione in AAA just this season had 15 home runs, had a .322 average, and had 56 RBIs all while playing for AAA.
And that's in like what, 40-something games?
Something like
40
that.
games?
Something like
that
is
absurd.
I think he has more homers in like the past month than the entire Royals team in general.
I mean, dude, he needs to come up and help the Royals. The Royals, even though they have your guy Bobby Witt,
they got my guy, but
Royals have not.
One player doesn't
well.
make a baseball team.
Have not been doing well. What are they right now?
Not good.
Not good.
Not
yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's all you really need to know.
We need to come out of the Central. So yeah, that's my stock up. I'm curious as to what your stock up is for this week.
So my stock up, we're gonna stick with baseball here. We have the entire Milwaukee Brewers franchise.
Yep.
They are on an 8-game winning streak right now. They beat the Pirates in the last game of the series. They then swept the Red Sox, swept the Phillies, and yesterday defeated the Cincinnati Reds in Game 1 of the series. Brewers have 8 straight wins.
I mean, they're
biggest win streak in the MLB currently. Christian Yelich also was like potentially on my stock up because he had a slow start to the season. He had a home run yesterday, and then 2 days before that, he had a 2-homer game against Philly. He has been balling.
Did he have the walk-off against the Red Sox also, or is that somebody else? Because I remember one of the games that happened between Red Sox and Milwaukee.
I don't think that was him. The Brewers and Sox had a bunch of close games.
The Red Sox were down by 1, and then they lost on a walk-off grand slam, which was a little excessive.
We also had bases loaded, 2 outs. Connor Wong popped out. That wasn't awesome.
Yeah, no, that's what Connor Wong does, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, no. And then also, Rhys Hoskins has also been performing for the Brewers. The other night, he had a 2-homer night against the Phillies. Different night from Yelich. 2 different games in the series. A Brewer had 2 home runs in the same night.
That is pretty funny that Rhys Hoskins had 2 home runs against his former team, just showing that they shouldn't have given up on him. Even though Bryce Harper's looked great at first base, replacing him, obviously. But like Rhys Hoskins, man, before his ACL snapped in Philly, he was fun to watch.
I know. Well, he's old now. What is he? 33, something like that. Like
he's on the wrong side of 30 now. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, the Brewers right now, they did have a losing record. Now they're 33-27, man. Brewers are probably the biggest stock up right now in sports.
the MLB. Yes. Oh, maybe in sports. Yeah.
Probably 100%. In sports. So let's see if the Brewers can keep rolling. They got the Reds tonight and tomorrow. See if the Brewers can keep it going.
There you go. All right. Now for my first stock down. I have Tom Thibodeau, head coach of the New York Knicks. Now, we already heard that Tibbs' job isn't really in jeopardy, but I think his decision-making when it comes to playing time for players needs to change because we just saw what happened in that series. Indiana was straight up deeper than New York. They had more guys that could do more, and Tibbs wouldn't even give the rest of his bench a chance.
I mean, yeah, Tibbs was playing 7 players the entire series. Yeah. I agree that... Well, not even just I agree. It's proven. They've said that his job is safe. He's a good regular season coach. He gets him to the playoffs. But every year when you become the Toronto Maple Leafs of the NBA, something's got to change.
When you can't win a game versus the top 3 teams in the league in the regular season, that's a problem.
That's true too.
That's a big problem.
0-4 against the Celtics, 0-4 against the Thunder, 0-4 against the Cavs in the regular season.
Obviously, people are going to say, "Oh, but they beat the Celtics in the playoffs." Yeah, Jason Tatum's freaking Achilles snapped off, so you can't really judge that anymore.
And the Celtics also beat themselves. Games 1 and 2.
Games 1 and 2 should have never happened.
They were the Celtics games. Thibodeau never made the finals in his Knicks tenure. They've been close every year, but they're not there yet.
Almost does not count.
Yep, almost doesn't get you anywhere.
Has never counted in the history of anything.
They haven't even lost the finals. They don't even have a conference pennant. Nothing. They
beat the Celtics in the second round of the playoffs, though. They can hang hang that banner nice and high.
That's something they can hang their heads high on. They beat the Celtics for once, I guess.
I think that can hang in MSG if they really wanted to. I think that could happen.
I do think the Knicks are going to be another contender again next year for potentially making the finals. They have a good team. I don't see really anyone going anywhere.
Yeah, and then next year is going to be another gap year for Boston, unfortunately.
Yep. So New York does not have Boston to worry about. The East is going to be really.
I think Boston
not good next year.
I think Boston can still contend. Don't get me wrong. Obviously.
They'll be fine.
Obviously, not getting Tatum back till maybe the end of the year is going to suck, but I don't count him out.
Well, Tatum's not the only reason that they won. They have other pieces. It's just Tatum's the biggest piece.
Yes.
So, the Celtics will still be in the playoffs for 5 or 6 seed is my guess.
Yeah.
But it's not like they're a big threat next year. So I'd say your threats are obviously Indiana, New York, and Cleveland.
Yeah.
Who else?
You never know with Cleveland. They're just another version of the Hawks.
Because something we're not really going to get
honestly,
into right now.
Giannis,
I heard, is going to leave.
Orlando,
yes. I like that one a lot. Orlando. New Brandon.
New branding.
New team.
They'll have Jalen Suggs back. Jalen Suggs.
Yep.
Losing him really sucked. I don't think people realize how much of a difference he would have made in the first-round series.
Tomorrow
with Boston.
might be a Magic stock up. The Magic might be on the stock
The Magic
up very
might
soon.
be on the rise. You never know.
All right, so for my stock down, I have Jarian Jones. If for those of you who do not know who Jarian Jones is, he is the rookie cornerback, well now a second-year cornerback on the Jacksonville Jaguars, who got hurdled by Saquon, and that hurdle, you guys all know what I'm talking about. We'll play it if you don't know it. The reverse hurdle from Saquon is now the Madden 26 cover, and he is in it.
So
that's like the ultimate stock down.
We'll show you guys it right here. Here it is. It's like right here next to me and Andrew. You see it?
Probably
there
the
it is.
Craziest athletic play I've ever seen from a human.
Definitely
ever.
up there. Definitely in like my top 3. But
I don't even know how that's possible to do that.
But yeah, getting clipped on the Madden cover, that's never a good
Yeah,
look.
getting clipped like that in your rookie season, then being put on the Madden cover. And if you looked at the behind-the-scenes video, it's like it's the Jaguars jersey font, but then it's like a black helmet, and there's no logo on the sleeve, so you can't really tell it's him. But like, they have his number and
it's
everything.
creative marketing, yeah.
It's just tough. Like I checked his Instagram, he turned off all the comments on Instagram. He's getting trolled. Like it's just not a good look for like a 23-year-old, and because he's not even that bad of a player either. It's like pretty good, but
he's decent. It's just,
now he's just going to be known for being hurdled by Saquon.
He had bad tackling for him that day. That's all it is.
I mean, he had good tackling for him. Saquon's just not human.
Yeah, I know. He's an alien. He's from outer space.
So yeah, a pretty quick and simple stock down, but I think a necessary stock down.
Necessary, got right to the point.
Jarian Jones getting clipped in your first season in the NFL. Hopefully it doesn't happen to him again, but I mean, I don't think the Jaguars are going to be very good. So.
I don't think so either, yeah. That's not a good look for Jacksonville.
Yeah, I know.
All right, that has been Stock Up, Stock Down for today. We will see you guys in the next segment.
Welcome to Would You Rather, a new segment here on the Sports Wire where me and Tyler each give 2 Would You Rather questions. We answer them, then we talk about them. I'll start with my first question.
All right.
So my first Would You Rather question. For the next 5 years, if you were an NFL GM, you don't like the weapons, the offensive weapons are like a mystery. Would you rather have Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen as your quarterback?
All right. I'm going to just be basic here. I'm going to take Patrick Mahomes.
All right.
Unfortunately, I know it's like the basic answer, but guy's proven himself already. He's got 3 Super Bowls. Like, I love Josh Allen. Like, yeah, he just won MVP, but Patrick Mahomes has 2. Patrick Mahomes has proven he can win on the biggest stage, even though he got pretty embarrassed this year in the Super Bowl. But yeah, give me Patrick Mahomes.
I mean, this one I've thought of a lot because in Mahomes' career, he has had better weapons than Josh Allen. No doubt about it. You give Josh Allen Tyreek Hill in the past, like, you give him like 2019 version Tyreek Hill, or you give him Travis Kelce, and like Josh Allen's like mobility, like he's such a big dude. He's able to, he's so creative. I'm gonna go Josh Allen here.
Wow. Okay.
I really like Josh Allen, man. I think Mahomes. I mean, obviously Mahomes has proven himself. Yeah. Allen still hasn't won a Super Bowl, which is fair. Like Mahomes has a solid argument. I think Josh Allen's more skilled.
I just have to take what's guaranteed.
Exactly.
Like Patrick Mahomes is a proven playoff riser. Josh Allen, like, he'll have like good statistical games, but he can't get over the hump.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, granted, I do think Josh Allen was over the line when they did the play.
Oh yeah, for sure. I agree. I don't think the Bills were done right properly last year. I think the Bills should have won that game. Yeah. I know every year Allen loses to Mahomes, right?
Yep.
Like obviously. Logically, it should be Mahomes, but I really think I would rather have Allen on my team than Mahomes at quarterback. I think Allen's so good. And keep in mind, they are both 29 years old, so it's not really like age is a factor here. Mm-hmm. They're both like at the exact same point in their career. So yeah, I would take Allen.
All right. I think I'm ready to like blow your mind with this one. So I have a 3-way would you rather. My thing is, which of these outfielders would you pick to have on your team for the next 10 years? Pete Crow Armstrong, Corbin Carroll, or James Wood?
Dude, my gosh. I feel like, based off of this season, I have to go with Pete Crow Armstrong. He's leading the league in home run, almost. He's second in the league in home runs to Cal Raleigh, and he's like second in RBIs. Dude, he's been unbelievable. And how old is he? 24?
He's very young.
It's his second season.
He's very young, yeah.
But Corbin Carroll, dude, oh my goodness.
All 3 of them are insane. Like, and then what James Wood lacks in speed, he makes up for in power.
Exactly.
James Wood could hit the ball like 500 feet probably.
Yeah, no, James Wood's a stud. I will say though, I think I would rather Carroll or Pete Armstrong. That's kind of who I'm between here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, that's so tough.
It's really difficult.
So I will
knew
say
I'd have you really good on
this
this
is
one.
kind of like the Mahomes-Allen debate. Corbin Carroll has proven himself more, but Crow Armstrong right now, dude. Oh my goodness.
He might be on pace for National League MVP right
like
now.
that's what I'm saying, man. Oh my! And like the Cubs are first place in their division, haven't been in first place for years.
Yep.
And he's definitely the main driving factor in that. So I feel like I'm gonna go with Pete Armstrong. I think I'm taking Pete Armstrong.
Yeah. I think I'd have to go with Pico Armstrong too. Is like that dude is the definition of a 5-tool player.
Yeah, like exactly.
He can hit for contact. He can hit for average. He can hit for power. He can defend. He's really fast. He's got a good arm. He does everything.
He checks off all the boxes, and the fact that he's currently like one of the front runners for NL MVP at 23, 24 years old, second-year player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that is
and no outfielder,
unbelievable.
No center fielder plays the field better than him right now.
No one in the game.
Dude's fast as lightning. He's got a cannon of a left arm. You can't run on him. Can't really hit a ball near him because he'll just go and catch it. Like I think PCA is like the answer here.
And I don't think that he's a one and done. I think he's just now going to become a Cubs franchise player for years. Because obviously, like I said, Corbin Carroll has proven himself for a couple of years now.
Mm-hmm.
But if Crow Armstrong plays the way he's been playing, bro, like for multiple years, then you got to pick him.
You have to. There's no other way around it. Like he's been too good.
That's a good one. And then here, shout out to James Woods. We didn't talk about him too much, but
James Wood, dude's a stud.
James Woods.
He's making that Juan Soto trade look really dumb right now.
I know.
Because he was in the pack. So the Padres gave away both him and C.J. Abrams, who are now like two of the best players in the Nationals franchise.
I mean, I'm excited to see the Nationals rise again because the 2019 Nationals were so much fun to watch.
They were.
Back when they had Young Soto and Trey Turner.
Juan Soto, Trey Turner.
So if C.J. Abrams and James Wood can help him get back there.
And then I'm hoping Dylan Cruz comes back from IL soon, healthy.
Yeah, I know.
Dylan Cruz is really good also.
Yeah, it's not like James Wood isn't one of the best outfielders in the game, obviously. We just didn't talk about it too much. But you can't. Pete Armstrong right now is doing stuff no one else is doing in the outfield, besides Aaron Judge. But
Aaron Judge,
whatever.
That dude's like in the Saquon category. Dude's just a different
Aaron
type of
Judge
animal.
he's a giant among men right now. It's actually unfair. We're not even going to get into that right now.
All right, I'm ready for your next one.
Okay, so we've had a lot of baseball today.
Yeah.
This one has a part of it is baseball, but a part of it's also college. So would you rather your college, which for you is URI, would you rather URI makes a deep March Madness run, or would you rather the Red Sox rally and make a deep playoff run this October?
Oh, I need the Red Sox to rally.
You need the Red Sox to rally?
Like, going to my school is fun, but, like, yeah, I need the Red Sox to rally, man. Come on now.
Yeah.
I need another World Series.
Is that one easy for you?
That one's pretty easy for me. I'm
picking the March Madness run. So I'm gonna be a freshman at Syracuse next year. So you're gonna be a sophomore at URI. I would pick the March Madness run. I'm so excited for Syracuse basketball this year. I need them to get back to where they were in the 2010s.
Yep.
And even like in 2021, they had a fun March Madness.
Don't get me wrong. I would love to see Archie Miller and them boys just rally and make the tournament. But I need another Red Sox World Series, especially with the team we have now. It would just give us more fuel to the fire to put Devers over Judge.
Yeah.
But not only would Devers have one ring now, he'd have two.
He'd have two. Yeah, I mean, when the Red Sox are good, it's so much fun. But March Madness is my favorite tournament in all of sports. I don't even think it's quite frankly close. March Madness is my favorite. Every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday of that first weekend, I am sitting there watching March Madness the whole time.
Yeah.
So if Cuse makes the tournament and I'm going and I'm watching Syracuse make a deep run, dude, I don't think there's anything more fun than your school making a March Madness run. I really don't.
YouTube TV made watching March Madness even more fun now with like the quad box thing.
Yes, with like the red zone type of thing.
The quad box is so sick. I do think though that I saw an idea saying that they need to do a red zone version for the first week of March Madness and get Scott Hansen to do it. I think that would make the networks a lot of money. I think that's a great idea.
That would be unbelievable. Does Scott Hansen know anything about college basketball?
I think he can figure it out pretty quickly.
Yeah, he'll be able to figure it out.
If anyone can learn, it'd be him.
Exactly. But Kean Anthony, Carmelo's son, a freshman this year.
Yep.
Can you imagine like Kean Anthony makes a deep March Madness run after?
Is he gonna wear what number did Melo wear there? 15? Is he gonna wear 15?
No,
it's retired.
15's retired.
15's retired. Yeah, that's right.
I think Kean's wearing 1.
Nice.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for Syracuse basketball. They haven't made it for 3 years now. Let's get them back to the glory days. Get Cuse back to the glory days.
I hope so. I would love to see that.
That's what I'm picking. I would pick Syracuse in a March Madness run for sure.
All right. So now, my other would you rather? Would you rather build your team around 2018 James Harden or 2001 Allen Iverson? Both MVP seasons.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That is tough. Okay, so 2018 James Harden has better stats than
Yes.
Allen Iverson, but Allen Iverson made it to the finals.
Yes, but Allen Iverson was also in a much weaker Eastern Conference, and James Harden had to go through
The Warriors.
and force them to Game 7 without his second-best player.
I still think the Warriors would have won. I'm one of those guys. The Warriors were too good then.
The question is, would Allen Iverson have gotten the Rockets to 7, and would James Harden have helped the Sixers win the finals?
No, James Harden would not have helped the Sixers win the finals. James Harden's never been to the finals himself, and he's had so many weapons around him for all these years.
I'm just saying, if you put each of them in that
But, like,
scenario, what would have been
Allen
more?
Iverson is not beating the Warriors. Allen Iverson's not beating that
I don't think
Warriors
Allen
team.
Iverson gets it to 7. That's I love AI, but I don't think AI can get that to 7.
I feel like Harden is more skilled than AI.
Because Harden could set up his teammates too. AI was way more ball dominant.
Yeah, AI is a better dribbler, but like Harden is able to dish the ball, better shooter. Dude, I think I'm gonna go with 2018 James Harden.
So am I. I have to go with James Harden. James Harden was one of my favorite players to watch when I was in like middle school and all that. I gotta go with Harden.
I hate to say that. Like, apologies to Allen Iverson.
Oh yeah, dog. Don't get me wrong. Allen Iverson's a dog.
I mean,
but
yeah, the Eastern Conference really wasn't anything special, and they got swept by the Lakers, right?
I think they.
Or they
lost
lose in 5.
I think they lost in 5. Yeah.
And like that Lakers team was Warriors level dominant, and
'Cause-
Harden took him to 7.
Because think
So-
AI's best teammate at the time I think was Dikembe Mutombo.
Yeah.
And it was like an old Dikembe.
Yeah, like AI didn't have much help either. Oh my goodness, that is tough.
Yeah, I think I gotta go with James Harden.
AI wasn't the ball distributor that Harden was, even
Yeah.
though they were both shooting guards. Harden was averaging 10 assists per game.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like Harden was also sometimes getting assists just to have the stat. You know what I mean? Like sometimes he would force it.
Yeah.
Sometimes Harden didn't really want to pass it for like the points. He wanted
Yeah.
to pass it just so he could get the assist stat.
Yeah. But
I hate Harden's like his character. I don't think he's a good teammate at all. But I think I am gonna choose James Harden still.
yeah, I think James Harden's the pick here.
That's a tough question, dude. That's a good one. That's a
Mhm.
really good question.
I came with the Heat today in these Would You Rather.
Yeah, your questions were fire today.
I liked theirs too. The second one really had me thinking. Like, it made me do a double take, but then I realized how much more I love a Red Sox World Series than my school to make a deep run. But
Oh yeah, the school versus Red Sox.
yeah,
Dude, the Harden Iverson one had me actually like I really didn't know what to do there for a sec.
hmm
Well, those are some great
Those are
questions,
some
and I
really
know
good
the questions are just gonna get even better. Those are fire questions. So that's gonna do it for today's Would You Rather. Comment below. Let us know what your answers to these 4 are. Would you rather? Well, unless you're not in college,
Yeah.
you can't really answer that one. But
would
the
you
rest of them.
would you rather your dream school or like the college you
your dream
support?
school.
Would the college you support win March Madness or your favorite baseball team win the World Series? And then
That's
would you rather PCA James Wood or Corbin Carroll, 2018 Harden or 2001 Iverson? And what was
Yep.
the other one?
It was Allen or Mahomes.
Okay.
To start a team.
There you go.
So yeah, participate, be a part of it in the comments, and that's gonna do it for Would You Rather. Let's move on.
Welcome to Wheel of Takes. As you guys know from the previous episode, the segment is Andrew's going to spin the wheel. I'm going to give a take on whatever the topic lands on, then we'll spin it again. Andrew's going to give a take on whatever topic it lands on. So, Andrew, you ready?
All right, yes, I am ready, and sorry once again, still no physical wheel. We still have my phone. Episode 3, me and Tyler just made a promise.
Yep.
We will have a physical wheel right here, ready to go.
We're going to
for
try
episode 3.
We're going to try and Amazon Prime it. We'll see what we can do after the show.
We'll Amazon Prime it. Maybe we drive to Walmart, something. We'll figure it out.
Figure it out. Yep.
We'll figure it out. But for right now, we're gonna give the wheel a spin. So here we go. This is for Tyler. Tyler, you're gonna be answering this.
Mm-hmm.
Your topic is Coach in the hot seat.
Coach in the hot seat. Yes.
Coach in
Okay.
the hot seat.
I love this.
And we were just
I
talking about
absolutely,
Thibodeau earlier.
I absolutely love this. I'm not going to say Thibodeau.
That is a good one.
Give me a second to think about this. Okay, I absolutely love Coach in the hot seat. It can be any sport.
Any sport.
Any
a
sport.
coach in the hot seat, college pro, any coach
right.
who is currently in the hot seat.
All right, I have mine.
Who?
My coach in the hot seat is Alex Cora.
Yes.
Alex Cora. I think
That one hits on a personal level.
I think he's got the heated seat too high on in his car right now, and
Well-
I think his butt is starting to burn a little bit.
I wonder though if he's on the hot seat, like to the Red Sox, like
He should be.
like to the Fenway Sports Group and like does the Fenway Sports Group believe Cora's on the hot seat?
I don't think they. I think for Fenway Sports Group, I think Cora is perfect.
Exactly.
He's
like,
the perfect kind of mid that they want.
according to the Fenway, organization, the way they like to run, Cora's going to stay. Yeah. Obviously, to the fans, he's on the hot seat, but I don't think he gets fired after this season. Assuming the Red Sox stay miss the playoffs, go like 75
if they miss the playoffs, Cora's gone. I think if they like barely squeak in, he'll stay. But if they miss the playoffs, I think Cora's gone.
Dude, I don't think they're going to fire him. I would love them to fire him if we miss the playoffs for what would be a 4th straight season.
Like, thank you so much for 2018, Alex Cora. I'll always cherish that. But you got to go.
Even though we kind of cheated.
We don't talk about that.
But
bring back Terry Francona.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Or what about John Farrell? Let's bring back John Farrell.
No. Let's not do that. No.
But I don't think he gets fired after the season. Say the Red Sox, because the Red Sox aren't going to be like terrible. They'll go like 79-83, like just below 500, or 81-81, like 500. They're not going to fire him for that, even though they should. For some reason, the Fenway Sports Group likes it if we can win enough games.
Yeah, they don't realize what they have here. They have one of the most historically great teams in MLB history, and they're just deciding to keep them mid.
Well, I mean, to them it doesn't matter because every game the seats are going to be full.
Yeah, their whole motto is we have Fenway Park, so people are going to come to the games regardless.
Exactly.
And I hate that.
It's terrible right now.
I absolutely hate that.
Get Fenway Sports Group out of
John Henry,
running
get out.
this team. John Henry needs to go, dude. He's
get
the
out
worst.
of here. All of you, leave.
We need to bring the Red Sox back to glory because it's not hard to do. We have so many pieces right now to make us good.
Yep.
But we have like the other day when we played the Brewers, we talked about it earlier. The bases were loaded with 2 outs. Who's up to bat? Connor Wong.
Yeah, we got to go out and get
Why is Connor Wong up to bat with the bases loaded 2 outs in the top of the 9th? That should never happen.
If the Brewers aren't on like a magical run right now, I would say trade for William Contreras, but no, that's not going to happen.
That won't be happening.
It will not be. It will not be.
The Brewers are not going to be touching anything right now.
Nope,
They're
right
keeping
now.
their team the
If it
way
ain't
it
broke,
is.
don't fix it.
But yeah, Cora's on the hot seat to the fans, but unfortunately, I don't think Cora gets fired after this season by the management. I would love it if he did. I would love it.
I think Cora has to be my pick because I think because John Henry is eventually going to be like, okay, we need to be back in the playoffs now because they're going to lose money because he gets money off of playoff ticket sales as well.
I know.
So now that this is going to happen, I think he'll put his foot down if they miss the playoffs again.
I mean, we need something to change because I'm sick of the 500 missing the playoffs and the fact that we have so many prospects from the farm system now up and we're failing with it.
We're one away from being.
It's unbelievable. It's such a shame when you have the talent of Devers, Duran, even Willer Abreu this year.
Yeah, he's been really.
And now you got Meyer, Campbell, Roman Anthony. He better get called up soon.
Yep.
We have so much young talent. And the fact that we're 500 right now.
Trevor Story finally got his bat back also.
Yeah. The other day he had a 3 RBI double.
I was very concerned about Trevor Story for a while.
I know I was too.
But yeah, there is my take from the Wheel of Takes. I think Alex Cora is in the hot seat.
Yeah, I mean, man, that one hit on a personal level, man.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but I mean, I kind of had to.
All right, here's mine. College football.
College football. So back-to-back episodes now of a college football take.
Back-to-back college football. Okay. Ooh, this one could be good. All right, there's a couple ways I could go here. So I'm gonna go with a conference take. I'm not sure which conference I wanna go into right now. Okay. I don't know how hot of a take this is, but my take is Penn State wins the Big Ten. Penn State is going to win the Big Ten championship. They're going to break out of the slump. It's not going to be Ohio State. It's not going to be Oregon.
Not Michigan?
It's going to be Penn State.
Okay.
I don't even think – oh, actually, no. Michigan might be good, dude. They have the new 5-star quarterback coming in.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
Wow.
Yeah. Give me Drew Aller and the Penn State Nittany Lions to win the Big Ten.
Wow, I did not expect that coming from you.
Watch it happen.
That's definitely a very hot take, I will say, because I definitely think if you're coming off of a national championship, and they lost some people, they lost the running backs and all that, but they still have their best player.
Yeah, they have Drew Aller coming back, and they also have they have another good running back. I forget his name. Yeah, Nick Singleton. Nick Singleton's a stud.
Who's this, Penn State?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm talking Ohio State. I think Ohio State is going to win the Big Ten again, because they did lose their 2 running backs. But they also have the best receiver in all of college football coming back again for another year.
Penn State did not lose their running back, though. Nick Singleton.
They did not
was a stud last year. Drew Aller's coming back. Nick Singleton's coming back. And also, what do you think of the Penn State whiteout game? It's finally a night game against the Oregon Ducks.
I think
Penn State is winning it, and it's going to be one of the greatest games ever.
I think the Penn State whiteout.
Awesome.
I think out of all the college game day traditions, I think Penn State whiteout game is the best one out of all of them.
100%. If it's done correctly. The last 4 years, it's been a whiteout game at noon against someone who's not that worthy of an opponent, and it's so boring. This year, it's the Oregon Ducks, who were last year's unanimous #1 team before the playoffs started.
Yep.
Let me make that clear. Before the playoffs started, Oregon was the league's #1 team.
Yep.
They're coming into Penn State, a night game whiteout for the first time in years. We all remember when Michigan went to Penn State, and I think it was 2017, when the Mobile was playing the timeout on the first play of the game.
Yep.
I'm expecting that level of energy. I think they're actually going to break the college football record for decibels.
I would love that. Like, even playing like NCAA college football, like when you play in the Penn State whiteout game during that, it's really fun too.
100%. So I'm pulling up Penn State's schedule right here for the whole season. So we've got Nevada, FIU, and Villanova are their first three. That's obviously 3-0. They play Oregon at home. That's the whiteout game. That's 4-0, and that's what's going to bump them up.
So they're doing it really early in the year too. Wow.
Yeah, it's always like the end of September, beginning of October. So Penn State's going to start their season 4-0, and they're going to be already ranked my guess is 10 to start the season, maybe 7 to 10 to start the season. Then they go to UCLA, win. Home against Northwestern, win. Go to Iowa, win. November 1st, they go to Ohio State.
Going to Ohio State?
Going to Ohio State. I think Penn State is going to lose, but they'll rematch Ohio State in the championship. They'll beat them there.
The Big Ten championship?
Yes. That's going to be the one Big Ten game they lose because they play Indiana, win, Michigan State, win, Nebraska, Rutgers, those are all wins. Penn State actually kind of lucked out with the schedule. They play a lot of the worst Big Ten teams. They play Oregon at home for the whiteout. That's a win.
Yep.
They go to Ohio Stadium. They go to the Horseshoe. I'll admit, that's a loss. They're going to lose to Ohio State in the regular season.
Yeah, that'll happen.
But I think Oregon is going to lose multiple Big Ten games. They'll lose 2. They'll still probably make the playoff, scratch in. Mm-hmm. Michigan is not good enough. Michigan will be really good the following year, not this year. Because they got the 5-star freshman quarterback who's going to be a stud his sophomore year. Kind of like DJ Lagware this year for Florida. He's going to be balling this year, but we're not really talking about him. Penn State is going to finish the regular season 11-1. They'll be 7-1 in the Big Ten. They'll make the Big Ten championship against Ohio State, who will probably be also 11-1, but 8-0 in the Big Ten. So it'll be those two will play each other. Penn State beats them.
All right.
Penn State beats them in Lucas Oil Stadium, wins the Big Ten championship, and is the 2 seed in the college football playoff.
It's a very steaming hot take, and I'm all for it. I don't know how much I agree with that. I think Ohio State's going to take the Big Ten again, but this is what the Wheel of Takes is all for. It's to create banter.
That's what it's about. And I agree. Obviously, Ohio State should be everyone's safe pick, as we talked about last time. Jeremiah Smith on the cover. He's gonna, and I heard he's 100 overall.
What?
Jeremiah Smith's going to be 100 overall.
Are they folding 2K? What's going on here?
I don't know, but I think Jeremiah Smith, I actually heard that he might be a 100 overall, which would be insane.
That would be really insane.
But, yeah, give me Penn State to win the Big Ten. We're clipping this now. We'll put this on in end of December, January.
Yep.
I could also look like a fool, though. Penn State could also lose the whiteout, and then their season could go down the drain.
This could go one of 2 ways right now.
Yeah.
You could look like an absolute clown, or you could look like a wizard.
Penn State's season could go down the drain before October 1st.
Just be ready for that. Just be ready for that.
I hope you guys are all ready. I'm really excited for what Drew Aller's got in store this year. Penn State rolling this year.
All right. I like it. I like it a lot.
That's going to do it for today's Wheel of Takes. Some pretty good takes today. We'll see you next time on Wheel of Takes.
Welcome to a new segment here. This is going to be our Pick'em Challenge. This is going to be for either daily games when playoffs are gone. But right now, we got 2 finals coming up. We got the Stanley Cup Final, and we have the NBA Finals coming up. So, Andrew, we're going to start it off with who you got in the NBA Finals between the Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Okay, so...
Who you got, how many games?
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this game by game. We're going to keep track of our records throughout the show. As this keeps going, we'll do pick'ems for MLB series. We're going to keep moving up. But right now, we're both 0-0.
Yes.
So let's get it started. We're going to start with the NBA Finals. Games 1 through 3 are all Oklahoma City. The Thunder are going to start with a 3-0 lead. So Game 1, Game 2, and Game 3 are going to go to OKC.
Yep.
Game 4 goes to Indy. They win Game 4 in Indy. Game 5 goes back to Oklahoma City. where they do what the Celtics did, win it in 5 for the second year straight at home. The Thunder are not going to be messing around. Indiana has had a fun run. The Thunder are going to smack the Pacers in 5.
So my guess is going to be Oklahoma City wins the first 2 games in their stadium. Indiana wins Game 3. Oklahoma City wins Game 4. Indiana wins Game 5. Oklahoma City wins Game 6. I'm going to take the Thunder in 6.
You think the Pacers win Game 5 in Oklahoma City?
I think the Pacers win Game 5 in Oklahoma City. Give me Oklahoma City in 6.
I'd be stunned if the Pacers took them to 6. I'm not even going to lie to you. I think the Thunder are just so much better.
I think the Pacers can do it, though, because the Pacers can put up – you saw what they did to the Knicks.
Yep.
You saw what they did to Cleveland, the number 1 team in the East.
And the Bucks.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't really say the Bucks because Dame bent his Achilles and all that. That wasn't really a fair comparison. But, like, look, the Pacers can hang 140 points on you just like that. Yeah. They're like a better version of the Bengals.
I think I was so close to having Indy winning Game 3 and then the Thunder winning Game 4 and 5. But that would have been exactly like how last year happened. For some reason, I think the Thunder...
No, I think the way you have it now is how last year happened, right?
No, Dallas won Game 3. No,
Dallas won Game 4.
Dallas won Game 4. So I have it going exactly how it did last year. I think the Thunder go up 3-0, and the Pacers lock in. They win Game 4. It's literally going to be what happened with the Panthers and Canes the other week.
Yeah.
Like, the Panthers and the Thunder are both so much better. Well, the Panthers and Canes are actually even. That was kind of shocking. But regardless, the Thunder are so much better than Indiana, in my opinion. Right. Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren. I'm not even going to talk about Shea. The whole starting five for the Thunder, I think it's just so much better than Indy.
Best offseason trade, if you ask me, if you look at it now, Alex Caruso.
Yeah. Caruso's been such a stud, dude. Caruso is like the Thunder version of Derek White.
Yeah.
Like a guy who used to be a role player but now has stood up and is now one of the almost, you could say, stars for the team.
Yeah.
Just getting it done all the time.
I saw a graphic saying like the recipe to build a contender: a superstar, a guy named Jalen, a scrappy defender, a tall, skinny white guy, and then Derek White.
Yeah.
So for the Celtics, obviously it'd be like Tatum is the superstar, Brown is the guy named Jalen, good defender is Holiday, skinny white guy Porzingis, and then Derek White is Derek White. Then OKC it's Shea, Jalen Williams, Dort, Chet, Caruso.
But like, dude, Caruso plays just as good as defense as Lou Dort. Like, in my opinion, Caruso brings like that fifth guy that you need the energy from, but his defense is so good, dude.
So good.
Lou Dort is clamps. Caruso is clamps. Chet, a scorer. Like,
Chet also great rim protector.
Yeah.
And when Chet's, gasping for air, is that Hartenstein? You go in.
I am kind of and Hartenstein. He's the star off the bench.
It's just
my goodness, dude.
Chet, you need a break? All right. Or the Thunder.
I'm excited for the Chet and Hartenstein versus Miles Turner matchup. The battle of the boards is actually really important in this series because you already know Shea's going to drop like 30 a game. Like, I don't want to be that guy, but he's going to get to the line a lot. He'll hit a lot of free throws.
I was very happy for Miles Turner because we saw a stat before the game that he has the 8th most games played with the team that drafted him that is currently in the NBA.
And everybody else above him is superstars like the two Jays of Boston, Giannis, Jokic, Booker. So it's great to see someone like Miles Turner, a guy who's never been an All-Star, get that kind of recognition from the same team.
Yep.
And you know that the Pacers fans will always appreciate him.
I really hope that the Pacers bring him back next year too. Even though I would have loved to have him in Boston, I don't think he needs to stay in Indiana. That's where
I forgot about the Miles Turner to Boston rumors. That's been a thing for a while.
But Miles Turner to literally anywhere has been a rumor for forever.
I know.
But I think Miles Turner needs to stay put. I think he belongs in Indy. I think the fans love him. The team loves him. I think he belongs there.
I'm rooting for Indy in the finals. I do not like the Thunder, but the Thunder are so much better than the Pacers. If you have the Pacers winning and you're not a Pacers fan, that's...
In my philosophy, it's a win-win for me because I love seeing a new team win. And you heard me, I don't count Oklahoma City with the Supersonics.
This is their first championship.
Yeah, so either team's going to win their very first championship in franchise history, and I always love to see that. So I really can't lose right now.
And speaking of win-wins, we're going to segue over to what I think is going to be a much more competitive matchup, the Stanley Cup Final. I am so excited to watch this series.
I'm very excited for this series as well.
Tyler, you're going to give me your prediction first. Let's hear what you got.
So in Game 1, give me Edmonton.
Mm-hmm.
Game 2, give me Florida.
All right.
Game 3, give me Edmonton.
All right.
Game 4, give me Florida. Game 5, give me Edmonton.
All right.
Game 6, give me Florida. So you see where we're at now.
Yeah.
We are at Game 7.
I know what you're going to say.
In Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final, give me the Edmonton Oilers getting their revenge in Game 7.
I said the same thing. Let's go. Let's go Oilers.
Give me the Oilers getting their revenge in Game 7. Connor McDavid's going to win his second Conn Smythe, get his first Stanley Cup.
I agree.
Cement himself as a top 5 player of all time.
I also said Oilers in 7. The only thing I have switched is I think it goes Oilers, Panthers, Panthers, Oilers, and then Oilers, Panthers, Oilers. I think it goes the Oilers take Game 1. They're up 1-0.
Yep.
Panthers take Game 2. It's 1-1. Game 3 in Florida. I think Florida's going to take it, make it 2-1. Edmonton ties it up, wins in Game 5. Panthers send it to Game 7. Edmonton wins in 7. And I would love for McDavid to win back-to-back Conn Smythe.
Give me the Oilers in 7.
Low-key, if Leon Draisaitl could come back from his disastrous performance from last year and win the Conn Smythe, I would love that. Obviously, the hockey world loves McDavid.
Yes.
But I would love if Draisaitl was able to bounce back, because last year...
Maybe not win the Conn Smythe, but yes. We need Draisaitl to play better, because he was atrocious last year, and specifically Game 7. He was so bad in Game 7. He had so many great shot opportunities that in the regular season he would have definitely made.
Yeah.
And then the pressure just got to him. The lights were too bright in the arena, I guess, and he would miss them.
Game 7, he made so many mistakes, and even just in the entire finals, he had 0 goals. In 7 games last year, he had 0 goals. He had 3 assists in the whole series. He had 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, the Conn Smythe power rankings as of yesterday dropped from the Sportsnet. McDavid is first, Draisaitl second. So Sportsnet has the Oilers winning, because third is Sam Bennett and 4 is Barkov. So right now, the Oilers are the prediction to win the Stanley Cup. And I know McDavid won it last year when they lost. But right now, McDavid, Conn Smythe leader, as he should be. I mean, he has 26 points in the playoffs, leading the playoffs in points.
What I would love to see is I need Connor McDavid to break his own point record that he set last year when he had 42 points in a playoff run.
I mean, McDavid would have to break 2 records to do that. He would need, well, obviously he would make it 43, but he would need 17 points in the Stanley Cup Finals to do that.
Yeah.
If he had 17 points in the Stanley Cup Finals,
that would be insane. I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't, but I would love to watch it happen. I'm going to watch every game. I'm just going to support my king.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for the Stanley Cup, and as we said, McDavid is first in the Conn Smythe odds.
As he should be.
Draisaitl is second. I'm fine with McDavid or Draisaitl winning the Conn Smythe as long as, again, if the Panthers win, Marchand gets the Stanley Cup. I just want a good Stanley Cup, and I think we're going to get it.
I think we're going to get it for sure.
Hockey fans are really excited for tonight and the week to follow.
I'm not really that big of a hockey fan, but I'm pumped.
It's going to be
I am wicked
amazing.
pumped right now.
We are going to continue with our coverage of the Stanley Cup throughout the next couple of episodes. That's going to do it for today's Pick'em. We will check in with our records throughout the Pick'em Challenge as the next couple of weeks go by.
All right, yeah.
So time to move on to the final segment of the day, and everyone's favorite, On the Clock. Welcome back to On the Clock, the segment where we have a draft and we each pick 5 of a certain topic, and today I got to choose the topic, and since it's jersey theme, you got to do a jersey draft. Your 5 greatest jerseys of all time. Let's see the drafts, because I know our draft rooms are gonna
we're gonna bump heads a lot, I think, today.
Yeah, we are.
It's gonna be unfortunate, but it's something that has to happen. So now, since you came up with the category, I have the 101.
You have the first pick of the draft.
All right. So I don't know if you can tell by what I'm wearing, but I'm gonna take the purple Toronto Raptors jersey with the dinosaur on it. We're going to put it up right here. Each pick we'll put it up
Each jersey
big on the screen, and we'll put it right down here in our little draft boards. So yeah, my first pick is going to be the purple Toronto Raptors jersey from the 90s.
I mean, I think that's the universal number 1. You can't really argue with it. That probably would have been my first or second pick. I have the purple Vince Carter at my house.
Yep.
Beautiful jersey. I can't believe they ever moved on from that.
Yeah, I know. They did bring him back this year, though.
They brought him back as the city, but it's really unbelievable that they went from that to what they've had the last couple of years.
The red is not it. I will agree with you there.
Not only the red, the fact that they went from the logo of the dinosaur to the basketball with the claw in the middle.
I will say, though, I do think they're camo jerseys they had with DeRozan and Lowry were really nice.
You liked those?
The camo jerseys?
I hated the camo jerseys.
Camo jerseys always work. And then I
did not like those.
The OVO ones they had too, the black and gold ones.
Those were sick.
Those were nice.
They did those for 4 years. They did those designs for a while. All right, without further ado, we're going to get into my first overall pick. This is my favorite jersey of all time. Give me the black Miami Heat Vice jerseys.
Oh, thank God. You can have that. I don't want that.
You don't want the Vice jerseys?
I don't want the black ones, no.
The black ones are the best ones.
You can have the black ones. You can have those.
The black Miami Vice jersey is the best
Talking about this
jersey
one right here?
ever. Yes.
All right.
That is my favorite jersey ever.
All right. I respect your pick, but that is not the direction I was going in. So, now, my second pick, give me the black Orlando Magic pinstripe jerseys.
That was going to be my next pick.
That's going to be my next pick.
That's in here too, and I have that jersey at home as well. I have the Shaquille O'Neal one.
Yep.
The black Miami pinstripe ones are elite.
There's only one way you can go wrong with pinstripes, and it's if the logo on the jersey says NY. Other than that, pinstripe jerseys are absolutely fire. Can never go wrong with them. Give me the Orlando Magic.
And I will say the Yankees jerseys are absolutely classic, but
they still
Yankees,
suck. They still suck.
Okay, so we're going to move on from basketball here. We're going to go to football here. We're not going to the NFL. We're going to college.
Okay.
Give me the Boston College red bandana jerseys.
Love it. I absolutely love that
Wallace
pick.
Crowther jerseys. Never forget.
I didn't even think of that when I put it in.
The red bandana jerseys are my favorite football jerseys of all time. They were going to be my second pick because they're just there. I think that they're absolutely beautiful. Look at these right here.
Look at that. That's
They wear
awesome.
them twice a year. Unbelievable. They don't even have the last names. They all say for Wallace on the back. I think it's such a good reason to have the jersey because we all know what he did. And the jersey's just like beautiful. I mean, a pure white jersey with like the red bandana in the middle. I think it is such a cool design. And the meaning behind it, I think it's arguably one of the greatest jerseys ever.
Yes. 100%.
So that is my number 2 pick.
I love that. Okay. You have me in a bit of a pickle now.
Yeah?
I just don't know where to go here because I don't know what you're thinking. All right, I got it. Okay. My next pick, I'm going to go baseball here. I'm going to go with the Washington Nationals Cherry Blossom City Connect jerseys.
I like it.
I think out of any City Connect jerseys, the Washington Nationals knock it out of the park. They've done 2 now, right?
They've done 2. They don't really use those anymore. Now they have like
they have new ones,
DC
but
ones.
The new DC ones are fire, but the Cherry Blossom ones were absolute
Cherry Blossoms were cool.
Heat. Best City Connect jersey out there.
Really?
Yeah, in my opinion, yes.
I don't know if that's the best City Connect jersey.
Well, the Padres ones were really nice too. No?
Really? No, I did not like the Padres ones.
Which is your City Connect one on here, I'm guessing? Like the one that you're going to pick, is it on there?
No, I don't have a City Connect down here.
So which one were you thinking was the best?
I think if I had to go with my favorite City Connect, it would be, actually, I am going to pick them. Because I don't even have this on here, but I am going to pick them.
Okay, so
I'll pick them later on. I'm going to save them.
My third pick is going to go to the Cherry Blossoms.
I like it.
Washington Nationals.
I like it. For my next pick, I'm torn between 2. I either go to hockey or I go back to basketball. You do not have a hockey jersey.
I don't know.
So I'm going to stick with basketball. I will use my hockey jersey later. For basketball, I'm torn between 2. But we are going to go with the Timberwolves tree jerseys.
Nice.
The black ones with the tree outline.
The Kevin Garnett era?
The Kevin Garnett, yeah.
Yep, okay.
The Kevin Garnett ones. I absolutely love them.
Those are nice.
If they re-release, actually they did re-release them, right? They have them as a modern throwback?
Yes.
I don't know how I don't have that yet. I might actually get one.
That might be on the list now.
That's one of the only throwbacks I do not have in my closet right now. I need to get one.
Okay.
I think they're so dope. They're so good looking.
All right. With my next pick, I'm going to go football here.
All right.
I'm really torn between 2, but I think I'm making the right call here.
All right.
Give me the Chargers baby blue uniforms. They wear them now. They wore them back in the day. Give me the baby blues for the Chargers. One of my first ever football jersey was a baby blue LaDainian Tomlinson jersey that now I have framed. Give me the Chargers baby blues as my fourth pick.
I knew you were going to pick the Chargers ones. And I agree. I think the Chargers have the best uniforms in football. They're so clean. And what they have now is probably my favorite version ever. The light blue with the white pants.
Yep, so good.
Oh my goodness, it's so clean. It works so well. And even like the dark blue ones, the navy blues, those are also so
really
clean.
Nice. The Chargers just have good jerseys.
The jerseys LT used to wear are awesome. The Phillip Rivers era in the 2010s, those were awesome.
Yep, so good.
Chargers jerseys are always good. I have one NFL jersey on here. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it. So we each have like around like 12, 13 jerseys in here. Like, so not all of them are going to get picked.
Yep.
So with my next pick, I'm going to go to baseball. My favorite city. So funny enough, the throwback jersey that I have in here and the modern City Connect are from the same team. The team is the Diamondbacks.
Oh,
So
is it the newer ones?
I'm going to go with their brand new Purple City Connect
Those
jerseys.
are fire.
Those are my favorite City Connects I've ever seen.
Those are fire. The Serpientes ones,
Yes.
those are really fire, yeah.
And the reason I'm saying those is because on this I had like the D-backs pinstripe ones, the ones that Randy Johnson wore.
Yep.
Those were fire.
When like Luis Gonzalez hit the walk-off.
Yes. But these new City Connects are better than those, so I'm going to go with those City Connects, the ones that say like serpents on them.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh my goodness, we'll pull them up right here. Obviously,
I might need to get a Ketel Marte one of
such
those.
a beautiful. I might get a Corbin Carroll one.
He's been really great too. So
We were
now,
talking about him earlier.
my final pick. Okay, there's a couple of ways I can go here, but I think I have to pick this one just because it's me. I'm gonna go with like the rookie Michael Jordan red Chicago Bulls jerseys with the cursive
With the
right
script,
with
I
the
love
cursive
it.
writing
I
on it.
love that pick. I love it, man. The Bulls, like the script jerseys.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So fire when the Chicago's written in cursive. Yeah, that's
That's
gotta
such
be
a
my
good
final.
shout, and you're one of the only people that believes that. Because when everyone thinks of like the greatest jerseys of all time, and they talk about the Bulls, they go with the black pinstripe ones.
Those are fire.
And those are fire.
Don't get me wrong. Pinstripes on any uniform look great. Don't get me wrong, but there's something about the cursive writing on this one that
goodness,
just makes
the
it
script
so
is
much better.
So good. The script is so good. I don't have that.
Gotta love the script.
I have the red normal one, like the one that
I have
just
the
says
red
Bulls on it.
I have a red normal one. It's the 1998 one. I'll wear it on a future show.
I think mine is 96.
And it has
It's like the same thing though.
It's got the finals logo. It's from when he pushed off.
Mine does too. Mine has the
when
finals
he
logo. When it's
pushed off.
He didn't push off.
He did not push off.
Greatest Selly of all time,
Yep.
though, in NBA history.
Mm-hmm.
All right, with my final pick, this is so tough. I have my pick. I do want to mention some of the honorable mentions that did not make my list.
I was going to do that too when we finished.
Okay,
yeah.
so we will do that. So I'm going to go to hockey. The greatest hockey jersey of all time. The Mighty Ducks of Anaheim from the 1990s.
There you go.
The Mighty Ducks
There
jersey
you go.
from the 90s. It's got to be on there. Pull it up right
I love
here.
it.
Oh, we're on here right now.
I see,
pull
I
it
see
up
Sean.
right here.
I see Sean clapping in there. Sean's very
Pull
excited.
it up right here. Yep.
Sean
Leary
shout out to
clapping
Sean
in the studio
running
right
the studio
now.
for us.
The Mighty Ducks of Anaheim jersey, the greatest hockey jersey of all time. Me and Tyler aren't the biggest hockey fans. We dabble in hockey.
We dabble in hockey. Like
But
I love me some Connor McDavid.
I just think that other jerseys are better. I
Yeah.
don't think hockey has the best jerseys, but the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, right here. Oh my goodness, I think it's the best hockey jersey of all time.
Great shout.
Brought to the NHL by Disney. All of it. It's just so awesome.
So far. So I want to get into some of my honorable mentions now that I didn't say. So one of them was the white Miami Vice jersey.
Okay. Yep.
We had the Pistons throwbacks from the 90s.
Yeah, I have those in here too.
The black Sixers jersey from the Iverson era.
I have those in here too. Yep.
I had the Cincinnati Reds City Connect jerseys, the black ones with the red letters.
Okay, so
And then my final honorable mention is the red New England Patriots jerseys
yes, I was thinking of putting those in there.
with
but
the white helmets.
yes, with the Patriot helmet.
Yes.
The Red City Connects, really? I'm not that big a fan of them,
I
man.
really liked them. I just thought they were really clean when they came out.
I don't really like the jersey, and I don't really like the C on the hat either. I don't know. I just think there's better out there. I love that the MLB does City Connects, though. I think that's huge for modernizing baseball.
Yep.
I do have the Pistons and the Sixers throwbacks on here. Another throwback I have is the Jazz from the 90s.
Great.
The Stockton and Malone ones. NBA throwback jerseys, it doesn't get better than that.
Does not get better.
Let's be so real. NBA has the greatest jerseys.
Like, look at this.
There is no debating. I mean, this isn't really that good looking.
That's high school.
It's just
right there.
iconic. Yeah, this is a high school.
And like, look
jersey.
what we got over here. This is from the 90s.
Yeah, like a classic NBA jersey, it doesn't get better than this.
Doesn't get better than classic.
So some
NBA.
of the honorable mentions I have, as I mentioned, the Diamondbacks cream pinstripe with the purple sleeves, Randy Johnson's. I have the Red Wings jersey just because it's probably the most classic jersey out there besides the Yankees pinstripes, but we're not going to mention the Yankees.
Yeah, we don't talk about the Yankees.
Like Red Wings jerseys is just classic. Like
Yeah.
remember like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, or, like
There you go.
everything about the Red Wings is iconic. I have the Magic pinstripes in mine. I almost picked them, and I have the Oregon eggshell jerseys.
Nice.
Another one of the greatest college football jerseys ever, in my opinion. I could have just gone with Oregon Ducks. Every Oregon jersey.
Or they have like 40 different jerseys they wear every year.
Yeah.
But they're all so fire that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they have a new combo every week. I think the one that they've been wearing recently, I think it's called like Mighty Oregon or something. I'll pull up a picture of it right here. It's like it's like not the Oregon usual font. It's more like a classic college font. I think those are so nice too. But the Oregon eggshells.
That's what happens when
The
like
Oregon eggshells are so good.
that's what happens when Phil Knight like funds your program. You can do crazy stuff like that.
Well, I mean, Nike headquarters are like 20, 30 minutes away from Eugene, Oregon, I think. Like, it's right there. So when the headquarters are right there, you're going to get hooked up with some nice stuff.
Yep. That's what Phil does for his alma mater.
So that was another great on the clock segment. So far, two really good on the clocks.
Two banger drafts.
That's going to do it for the second episode of the Sports Wire. It's been an unbelievable start to the Sports Wire so far. I'm Andrew Youngworth.
And I'm topping out. If you have any suggestions for what the next draft should be, comment them down below. We will take suggestions.
Yes, give us suggestions for future on the clocks. And with that, that's going to do it for episode 2.
Yep.
We will see you on episode 3 on the Sports Wire.